Hi, and welcome. You are watching the Spectre.
Today we're going to talk about New Brunswick and its lake monsters. Now, I've done some research on this topic and I was surprised that New Brunswick has a lot of stuff. Now I'm going to read to you from what I found on the net, so bear with me.
Lake monster.
Local legend has it that the lake is inhabited by the sea monster known as the Lake Utopia lake monster. The story goes that long ago, two Malisit natives were canoeing on the lake when suddenly the monster appeared and chased them from one end to the other. Since the arrival of Europeans to the area in late 18th century, the story has continued with new sightings being reported every 3 to 5 years. As noted in research by cryptozoologist Lauren Coleman, the locals have called this cryptid Old Ned.
Not Old Ned like this.
Old Ned. It's long and it's bulky, and may be representative of an unknown group of animals that travel back and forth between Lake Utopia and the Atlantic Ocean in routine cycles related to breathing and feeding. Now this is the fun part, the sightings. In 1867, sawmill workers claimed to see something 30 feet, 3.1 meters long, and 10 feet, 3 meters wide, thrashing in the lake. Similar reports following days, 1868. A St. Croix Courier reporter said he and one other witness saw the monster. 1872. Natives described a terrifying monster with a large head and bloody jaws following their canoes. Another one. 1891. William Francis Gagnon records in his notebook a description of a lake monster provided by a lumberman who claimed to have seen it 20 years prior. It was dark red in color. The part showing above the water was 20 feet long and as big around as a small hog's head. It was much like a large eel. Now a bit more recent, 1969. The St. John Evening Times Globe reports on an interview with Mr. Fred Micallop, who said he saw a huge creature 18 years earlier. It looked like a huge black rock, he said. It moved up and down the lake, boiling and churning the water, making great waves, a lot of waves. Even earlier, 1982, Sherman Hatt says he and his family saw a large creature that looked like a submarine with spray coming out from both sides and a hump out of the water about 10 feet, 3 meters long, very big. Now, even more earlier, 1996, Roger and Lois Wilcox were canoeing on the lake when they saw ripples break the placid surface 100 meters away from them. It was heading towards Cannonball Island, a common monster sighting spot. Wilcox reports the monster as being 40 to 50 feet long. It's 15 meters. Undulating upward, not sideways. Now, that is very interesting. Here is where Lake Utopia is in New Brunswick. So I guess Lake Utopia has its own Nessie. But that's not all. There's another lake in New Brunswick that also has a lake monster. How about Skiff Lake? There's not much information on this one, but all it says is there have long been rumors that Skiff Lake has its own Nessie. This lake-locked serpent, affectionately referred to as Gertrude, is rumored to have been upwards of 30 feet in length. So I guess New Brunswick has 2 lake monsters. If you're wondering where Skiff Lake, here's where it is. Now to the best part. Again with Skiff Lake. Now all people know about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the abominable snowman, to name a few. This video is from Timber Giant Bigfoot. It's a pretty awesome video. All I can say is I'm not going to show all the video. I'm just going to show the interesting part. If you want to see the whole video, I'll share the link. It's a very interesting video. So if you believe in Bigfoot. If you don't believe in Bigfoot, I don't care. It's up to you. The proof is here. The video. Could be a man in a gorilla suit. Could be, we don't know. Could be the Bigfoot. People say, oh, Bigfoot is, how come we can't find a body or remains or anything? Put it this way. If you go hunting and you shoot a bear, you shoot an animal. Go back 1 week after, you'll find nothing. Not one hair, not one bone, not one tooth, nothing. So, if a Bigfoot dies, put it this, a week and a half, all the scavengers will be eating it up, and crows, foxes, bears, all the scavengers. So, here's the video from Timber Giant Bigfoot. Believe it, like I said, not all the video is there. I'll share the link. So, here's the video.
I think that's it. Oh, cameras everywhere. Oh, look at that. What the hell am I looking at? I'm looking down there. I don't see it at all with my eye, but I can kind of see it on the screen. It's gone now. Holy. There it is. Holy. Oh, look. My God. I'm guessing it's probably 150 feet away. I'm right out in the open. I got behind a tree. It's still there. Holy. It looks like a tree. It looks just like a tree. Look at that. Oh, where is it? There it is. Holy. I'm behind it, I guess. And I'll see what happens. I don't know if I should do this or not. It's not even. Holy, where is it? Where's it? Holy.
Now, wasn't that interesting? New Brunswick was very own Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, or abominable snowman, whatever you want to call it. Now, a bit closer to home. How about Bathurst, New Brunswick? Apparently, we have our own troll, or we had a troll. This could be a good thing to investigate. Here is the legend. Remember, I'm reading this off of hurrah.ca Tudagus. A family named Smith settled directly south of the falls, about 3/4 of a mile from the river, and they were the first to see a little man sitting atop a huge rock, sunning himself. The rock was by the roadside and can still be seen today. A pleasant little fellow. He was, by all accounts, about 2 or 2.5 feet high, with an extra large head and shoulders. Whenever the members of the Smith family sighted him, they always described him as smiling, leering at them nearsightedly. A favorite trick of this Rumpelstiltskin type of person was to scare the horses of those who traveled the road late at night. It seemed that his appearance always spooked the horses, and they'd take off at a mad gallop. This wasn't too bad. The winter time, as the sled ran smoothly, or when the traveler was on a horseback but in a box cart. It was rather a bone-shaking ride. It was this horse-scaring trick that finally was the undoing of the little man, or troll. Apparently one night he fell beneath the horse's hoofs. His dying screams rent the air. The like was never heard, and he was never seen again, but tales of him were told around many firesides for many years. So the Tutagus troll, to be more precise, would be in South Tetagush, where the South Tetagush falls. At Tutagus, the Mi'kmaq wove baskets, sang told stories, sometimes about the little people or stone cave dwellers who lived here long ago. It is said that these mysterious dwarfs enjoy playing tricks on local settlers, and their mischievousness could only be deterred with offerings. There is a name of a guy that I will try to contact, and we'll go more deeper into this South Tetagush troll. Excuse me, the Tutagus troll. I hope you like this episode of New Brunswick Creatures, from lake monsters, Bigfoot, and trolls. I will be doing an episode on the South Tetagush troll. That's for sure. So, because it's not far from me. So, we're going to have fun doing that. So, hope you like the episode. Like and subscribe. And remember,
Always look over your shoulder. You never know what's lurking in the dark.